yourself in a way that people are even worried about disrespecting you.
You can make sound out of thin air. I think that's
having issues because okay, I'm not just a friend, so let us just step out so we don't have any. One thing, when I asked you initially how you could write
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, Still Fun Pop with Ilebya. So it may seem as though the whole night was spent on advice upon advice, from Doyin advising Ilebaye to Summer getting an advice from the guys, to Alex getting an advice, to Cece pouring her heart. At the time I was like, is it the alcohol from the pool party? Is it the alcohol from the truth or dare game? If you guys should just go and sleep. Anyways, after Ilebaye was being humiliated by Tolanibaj, or rather, should I use the word? After she was being chased away from the room by Tolanibaj, she felt down. At the time I saw her tearing up. And then later on, Doyin said, you know what? I think you need to stand up to yourself. I think you need to, slow down with the way you go meet people. I think instead of going to people's bed, these people should come to you, make them come to you. That it's all about the way you behave, that you don't give people the chance to disrespect you, that you need to, kind of level up character-wise and all that, the vibe you give. And Doyin even narrated a scene that happened after the party and said, while you didn't see anything serious with that, that's not allowed, it's not normal. And while she was even advising Ilebaye was that she's just here to have fun, that she doesn't want to take life too serious. And Doyin even kept explaining the more it's not about taking life too serious, that you just have to tell people to treat you the way they are meant to treat you, that you don't give people the chance to disrespect you. Even though you had to even tell her that you see the way Neo reacted back towards Tolanibaj attitude shows that he doesn't even care about you. And while Ilebaye was trying to prove to her that Neo really cares, Doyin said, you know what? Baby girl, don't listen to what men tell you. Rather, watch their actions.
And he didn't say a word. He just stood up and came to sleep. And they tell me that person cares about you.
I genuinely wish Ilebaye would adhere to the words Doyin gave her tonight and, really restrict herself, because if you heard when that thing happened, Ike mentioned that Ilebaye is too friendly, that he doesn't like that vibe. So I think maybe she should just have to put some restriction, create some boundaries anyway. Well, still on the advice night, someone was feeling a certain kind of way after the pool party, and I saw him few times, sharing with Alex on how he genuinely do not think he fits in the house. And while Alex tried to ask him, is it the house, is it the energy, is it the game, what in particular? And he said sometimes he's just excited, the rest of the time he's not. But this time around, Adekule Sheyi decided to actually give him advice and tell him, see, you've got all it takes to be in this house. Look at your talents, look at things you've been doing in the house, see your commanding power and all that. They were just trying to cheer him up and boost his morale. And even Sheyi mentioned how, he misses home, he misses his wife, but then he knows that he's here for something and he really wished to even beat in the game till the last day. And honestly, by the time Adekule and Sheyi was done with this whole talk thing, I was like, bro, you better man up. Well, it's normal to feel that way. He's not even the only one feeling that way. I remember Cece mentioning how she has cried a lot of times in the house, that most of the time she just wants to go under her duvet. Sometimes she just wants everybody to keep quiet. It can't be like that. It can't.
my wife sends me to this house to come out in the final week.
Meanwhile, Alex decided to share more of her issues regarding Cece with some other housemates. So she went to Whitemoney explaining how everything has happened even while before they got into the house. How everything was, okay. And even when she heard Cece would be in the house and it wasn't a problem. Coming into the house, the first energy she gave her the hug and all that, only for just few days and everything is back like it was 5 years ago. And she genuinely told Whitemoney that she wouldn't want to go back to the person she was 5 years ago. But this time around, she's just trying to see how she can ignore and move ahead with other things that matters in the house. She went ahead to narrate to Whitemoney the whole after preparation thing, how Cece said, "Oh, you didn't involve everybody, you didn't involve her." Meanwhile, she did involve most of the other housemates, but they weren't contributing. That when she saw they weren't contributing, she didn't see any need, to further seeking their opinion and approval. And Whitemoney now said, you know what, you need to be careful the way you handle things. Try as much as possible you can to let others aid their opinion. That you shouldn't just be the only one carrying this thing on your shoulder. And after this conversation, Alex was like, okay, fine. But later on, while in the closet, was it closet? Yeah, in the dressing room, Alex was just, alone pondering. And when Shay walked in, I was like, what's the problem? She mentioned how she wants to move some of the clothes in her wardrobe. She would like to swap with someone else so as not to be in close contact with Cece.
I know how she's a person that cannot be broken down.
Alex even went ahead to narrate to Shay how someone in the house advised her not to carry tax on her shoulder. That it simply means that the person is trying to tell her that so far she has been doing that. And while Shay tried to, find out who was the person that said this to you, Alex kept on, playing around, but later said, "Oh, Whitemoney told me this." You see why it's not good to advise people sometimes. Anyway, Shay tried to remind her how she's a queen and how she doesn't need, to run away from a fellow queen. And Shay said there is no need trying to move your things. We still have more days to go. That all you have to do is just be Alex, okay? Be a queen, do your thing. Do not be moderate with your skills, show off, and all that. Indeed, it was a night of advice. I was like, one advice to the other. But I genuinely wish Ilebaye would just listen to Doyin, because even Doyin trying to tell her that, see, you are a brand. After this place, don't you want to be badging deals, working with brands and all that? Wouldn't you want to make out something from this show? And Ilebaye was like, why not? And Doyin said, then create those boundaries. Don't allow people talk to you anyhow. Don't even pointed out to on how Venita talks to Ilebaye, and he said that why she keeps quiet most of the times is that she doesn't want to create an enmity for herself as well. That if she try to get in between, that she might be buying enemies for herself. That this is a game and she needs to be careful. And she said why she didn't want to, come in when Neo was shouting at Ilebaye during the truth or dare is because
But you
It was
see,
anything that I was worried about. It's just everything.
she doesn't trust Ilebaye. She says she might even go and, come in and shun you. And the next minute, Ilebaye might even go back to that same person and say, you know what, don't mind doing, that kind, that kind of thing. You must have created a enmity for yourself. Meanwhile, the person is still in good terms and doesn't even say anything with you fighting for them. And I think that's true. I know Ilebya can do such such a thing. Because she says she's not here to take life serious. She just wants to vibe, cruise and all that. And Doyin even warned her about this kind of cruise like the one she's catching with Whitemoney. Towards asking Whitemoney out. And she told her, you know what, you need to put a stop to all that, because these guys, they will be taking you for granted. They won't even know you're joking. They won't even know this is your limit. So it's good to Be friendly, but then know when to create band. Allow people, respect you. Tell people how to respect you and all that. Anyways, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed listening to the whole advice that took place tonight. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed listening. And you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe. I'm begging you, I beg. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Encourage me by subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Me and him, and I know you. The next moment, you got me to again laugh with him. I just felt bad.